This is ITV, certainly the best.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our dear viewers out there, Alhamdulillah, today is another day in one of the blessed holy months of Ramadan. MashaAllah, today is the 24th day of Ramadan, 1438 after Hijrah of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May the peace and the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon the seal of all noble prophets. MashaAllah, you are watching al-ikhlas coming to you live from ITV. My name is Medina Atfagbo. I'm your host on this program. We'll be right back shortly after this break. Stay with us.
الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Alhamdulillah, you're welcome back, viewers out there. Now, on this platform, we always bring you very, very educating, enlightening topic about the deen called Islam. Now, if you are a Muslim or otherwise, it doesn't matter. So long you have any urge to know more about Islam, we are here for you, mashallah. Now, we have very important topic to treat with us today, as usual, and after which you're going to be able to call in. Of course, we have very, very knowledgeable students of knowledge, mashallah, in the house with us to discuss every topic, alhamdulillah. And now you can always call them in if there's anything you are not clear about. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now, today's topic of discussion is a very, very important topic. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. The topic of discussion today is the rights of a woman in polygamy. The rights of a woman in polygamy. Mashallah. I'm sure a lot of people are actually smiling and their eyes are glued to their TV sets. They want to know what exactly are the rights of a woman in polygamy. Don't worry, we have all the answers here, mashallah. And with me in the studio today, I have the honor of the Chief Imam of Nasfat headquarters, Utako, in person. Sharafaddin Abdul Salam Aliagon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Marhaba bikum. Thank you for joining us for the first time throughout Ramadan.
It's been hectic.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Thank God we are actually able to, at least, even if it's just once. MashaAllah, our viewers are going to discuss briefly about today's topic. After then, you can call in and ask as many questions as we can take on the program. Imam, what encompasses a valid marriage in Islam, a valid marriage?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول العالمين سيدنا نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has taken us around all aspects of our life in the Holy Quran. The issue of a valid marriage in Islam has to do with four major factors, as we all know, because marriage in Islam is an emphatical sunnah of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that says, whoever marry is not of me. That's what the Prophet of Islam says. So every adult man or woman matured must get married. So what makes a marriage in Islam to be valid are four. Number one, according to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, la nikah, there is no valid marriage. Illa bi waliyin, there must be somebody who stand in for a woman. We call it wali or a guardian. It could be the father or guardian or what have you. La nikah illa bi waliyin wa sadakin, a dowry. That is number 2. Wa mahallin. Mahal means the presence of the two, the man and the woman who wants to go into that sacred contract of marriage. And the third one is shahidai adilay, at least 2 just women from both, and 2 just witnesses from both sides. 2 from the husband, 2 from the wife, who will witness the solemnizations of the nikah between the 2 of them. So when we have these 4, mahal, you can to confirming that this man's manhood is confirmed, this woman's womanhood. So on this note, it's not expect that and a complete should come together as husband and wife after solemnization.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Now, people differ on what the rights of marriage. So what exactly are the rights of a woman after nikah, immediately after nikah?
Well, whether immediately or later in life, rights of a woman in any Islamic marriage stand firmly throughout her life, as far as her right is concerned in the religion of Islam. If you get married to a woman, you deserve certain right from her, and she deserves certain right from you. Number 1, you marry her as a free woman. As an adult, you have to treat her maturely. And whatever you want for yourself, you must also want it for her. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. None of you will be confined by Allah as a woman until you want for your brothers what you exactly want for yourself or your sister. So you treat her the way you wanted to be treated. You understand? Then part of her right is full financial support from a wife who enter into that sacred contract with a man. So fully, I mean, when I say fully, I mean 100%. Where that is not possible, the man in question has to go to a round with the woman to have some discussions. How do you support me as your lover, as your husband? It is not her right to put a penny into the expenses of the household. So therefore, 100%. That is number 1. Number 2, just like the Prophet says, أَن تُطْعِمَهَا إِذَا طُعِمْتَ, you have to feed your wife. It's part of her right to be fed, as long as you are fed. وَأَن تَكْسُوهَا إِذَا اكْتَسَيْتَ, you have to clothe her as long as you are clothed. وَلَا تُقَبِّحْ الْوَجْهَ, you don't insult her. It is part of her right that she should not be insulted. You don't treat her like a slave, like an animal, like something you bought and brought it in just for normal use or common use. She's a human being who has certain rights. That's why the Prophet called them amana. Your wife is wadi'a. Wadi'a means something that is given to you to keep under your custody. One day you will be asked about it. So you have to deal with her justly and maturely. And she has rights of intercourse. As you can invite her to the bedroom, she also has the right to invite you to the bedroom at any point in time.
MashaAllah. Now, there's this belief, I don't know if it's true, if he has any hadith backing, that when you marry the first 7 days, you know, especially in polygamy now, 7 days you are supposed to stay with your new bride. They say some is 3 days, some is 4 days. I don't know how authentic that is.
It's very clear, and the Prophet has made everything clear to us.
Okay,
you understand? If you marry a young lady who has never been married before, 7 days consecutively, you have to be with her. That is the sunnah of Rasulullah. That's how the Prophet of Islam had spelled it out. When you marry a single lady who has never been married before, it is her right. That is, if you marry her newly, whether in a polygamous family or not, you have to remain with her non-stop consecutively for 7 days. But if you marry a divorcee or a widow, you see, so a widower, so you have to stay with her for 3 days.
Okay.
That is very clear. If she has been married before you marry her, it's 3 days. If she has never been married, it's for 7 days straight away, either in a monogamy or a polygamy.
Mashallah.
That is her right.
Okay.
Yes.
Mashallah. Now, is justice attainable in polygamy?
Justice?
Yes.
In fact, let me say, the bedrock of polygamy in the religion of Islam is justice.
Mashallah.
That is why Allah stated it in Quran 3. وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا فَوَاحِدًا. If you are in fear of not being able to deal justly among them, then restrict yourself to just one. And that is why the problem lies. That is the key word, justice.
Mashallah.
Justice is very paramount. In fact, even in monogamy, justice is paramount.
Okay.
So the same, likewise in the polygamy, justice is paramount. If you are maltreating your wife, you are unjust to her. If you are not supporting her fully financially, you are not being just with her. If you are not treating her maturely, if you don't give her the right of bedroom, that is injustice. So in the polygamy, justice is very paramount. As long as as far you can go, whether if you are married to 2, you must know how to deal with both of them, and both of them must be happy. If you are married to 3, the same thing. If you are married to 4, the same thing. So justice is the bedrock of polygamy as far as Islamic Judaism is concerned.
Okay. Now, the issue of people talk about equality and justice in polygamy. Now, did Islam specifically say you have to treat them equally, or you have to treat them with justice?
You see, every one of us will understand what adlu means. Quran says, "Idilu wa aqrabu lit-taqwa." Be just, because that justice is the closest virtue to piety. We all know this. Now, justice in this case, I think I have to make it very clear.
Mashallah.
Yeah, generally we know there's nothing on the surface of the heart that is equal among man.
Yes.
You cannot do everything 100% equally. So justice in polygamy, for people who care to know, is all about the background of each of the wife. You understand?
Okay.
For example, I know people will want to raise issues on these ones. If you marry an ordinary lady and you marry a princess, the justice that Islam is actually saying here is that you have to accord what is necessary because of her background, where she's coming from. You understand? You can't say everything has to be given equally. You give this one 60,000, this one 60,000, the same. Whereas where she's coming, you know her background, how she has been treated from home. So when you marry her, you should be able to maintain that status with her. It doesn't mean you should neglect anyone. So, you see, you don't ignore any of them, you don't desert anyone, treat them very well, and the justice in this matter is to treat them according to their background.
Mashallah.
That is the pure justice in polygamy as far as Islam is concerned. You understand? It's not as if somebody should go on a hunger strike. That is not what we are saying.
Okay.
You have to feed all of them, you have to clothe all of them, provide shelter and what have you. But you have to bear in mind the status of each of them from their back home. I mean, back home has to be put into consideration.
Okay.
That is the pure justice of polygamy as far as Islam is concerned. Mura'atul asli wa sharaf. Let me say in Arabic. Mura'atul asl wa sharaf, with proper consideration to her status. Al-asli, from where she's coming from. Wa sharaf, and her status. You understand? So you cannot say because you have everything, so you want to share everything equally. Even to all of us, Allah has not given us equally.
Mashallah.
So that is the basic of justice as far as polygamy is concerned in the religion of Islam.
Okay, mashallah. Now, there's this issue of somebody called in like yesterday and was asking that, okay, day before yesterday,
Yeah.
that each one has a wife, and two wives, sorry, and the first wife has 5 children, the second wife has just a child, that when they want to deal with them justly or equally, do you like buy, give them equal amount of money, maybe like for Salah is coming and they want to buy clothes, so the one that has 5 kids and the one that have a child, you give them the same thing?
Allahu Akbar. You see, this is my own personal concept.
Okay.
When I explain to my people, we have the and we have common sense.
Yes.
When you match the two together, we will live a perfect life. Because everything that is defined, by the time you insert it common sense, it will give you accurate answer. Common sense will tell you that somebody with 5 children should not be given the same amount with another with 1 child. It's not possible. For example, if 30,000 will be okay for each child, you understand? And for the children alone, for their Salah cloth, you give this one 50 and you give the other one 10 for the children. You understand? It is different from the status of the wives.
Okay.
We are talking of the children. You can't give them equal amount. You are not being just. And you need justice in that regard. Even in terms of feeding, you can't be giving them equal amount. Someone with 1 child, the other one with 5, 6, then you share, you get 100,000 every month. You give this one 50. That is not justice, because she has more mouths to feed than the one with only 1 child. It is very straight and common. Even common sense will tell you that is the right thing.
Okay.
So that is Islam.
MashaAllah. Now, our viewers out there, you've heard it from our Imam in the house. If you have any question to ask, the line is open now. You can call him in and ask any question at all about this topic. MashaAllah, we already have callers. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who do we have there?
Okay, I'm inviting you to I come to this.
Which program?
This IDP project.
Okay, no, the program is over. This is al-ikhlas.
Okay, please, can you make me with the woman that was with 2 people this morning?
Okay, you call back after the program.
Okay, thank you. God bless.
You're welcome. Hello?
Okay.
Wa alaikum salam. Who is on the line, please?
Morning, man.
Good morning. Who is on the line?
My name is Adam.
Okay, Adamu.
For example, I want to ask question.
Go ahead.
I have if I want to move, that includes the
If what?
I have 1 wife with 2 children.
Okay.
If I want to move, should that include the
If you want to do what?
move that?
Okay, should you include the children?
That's the question.
Okay, Imam will answer you.
Okay, that's it.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Adamu.
Walaikum salam.
That is briefly about Zakatul Fitri. Even though we are discussing polygamy, rights of women in Islam, you will pay for all the children, not only your children, even those who are feeding under you. Those you are taking care of all together in your family under your roof, you have to pay for their Zakatul Fitri. As simple as that.
Okay, mashallah. Let's pick another call. Hello? Hello? Oh, we lost that call. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, who is on the line?
It's me, Maymunat.
Maymunat.
Hello? Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Maymunat.
Yeah, I'm from Africa.
All right, go ahead. Ask your question.
Yeah, I see. Please, in this Ramadan,
Okay.
yeah, I had someone told me that if I, let's for instance, you have somebody.
Okay.
So, can you be concerned with the person before the Ramadan starts, or what?
I'm sorry, you come again with your question.
This is why I asked. I haven't somebody.
Okay.
So I have been greeting this person. He doesn't answer me. When we enter this Ramadan,
Okay.
Are you listening? So
Yes.
I try for 6 days, and it is a strongly Muslim woman today, but it doesn't attend to me. I don't know what's happening there. I was thinking that our religion doesn't deserve that. So I don't know what the situation of what the person is doing.
Okay.
And that is what I want to explain to you, please.
Okay, let him answer your question.
Thank you very much, Ajia. Everything has been attached with its rules and regulations as far as Islam is concerned. I can understand you that possibly your hubby, your husband has moved far away from you since the start of Ramadan. Nothing to do with you in the bedroom, if I may get you right.
Oh, no, actually. She said there's someone that she always, maybe she had an issue with before Ramadan.
Okay.
And she's trying to greet the person. She refused and she attempted to maybe come close to the person. Like 5-6 times. And the person was like, no, was still pushing her away. And she thinks it is actually wrong in Islam to do that. So what can she do?
Okay, yes. You see, I don't know, with or without Ramadan, it is not Islamic for Muslims to keep marriage.
MashaAllah.
With or without Ramadan. لا يحل للمؤمن أن يهجر أخاه فوق 3 أيام. It is not right for any Muslim or mu'min to keep marriage with his or her brother over 3 days. So whatever that has happened, at least one thing everyone should always remember is death. If you drop at any point in time, you are in trouble with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ifsha'us salam, to form habit of greeting every now and then, is very Islamic. So I will advise such a person that you should think about death. And this is what Islam stated, that you must not keep malice. So the woman who is trying to talk to you to bring you kula is only trying to save you from the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will implore that the woman to try more on this. She will get more reward from Allah. Don't get tired of this. And I believe you will not feel insulted, because if you continue to do this, is jihad fi sabilillah. And if you do this, Allah will reward you, even if the person insults you.
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. I hope you got that clearly. Okay, we missed the call. Viewers, the line is still open. You can still call in. Hello? 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 Wa alaikum salam. Who is on the line? Okay.
So I want to ask a situation whereby a man has 2 wives.
Okay.
And as the Imam was saying, you don't expect to give equal amount of money to a wife that has 10 children, or example, the first one has 10 children and the second one has 3 children.
Okay.
So what if there's a situation whereby the husband feels from taking care of the second wife, which still has 3 children? He feels because of the situation, he had a little quarrel also for about almost a year. They have stopped talking. If his wife calls him, because they don't stay in the same place, if the wife calls him, he talks to him, he doesn't even answer the call, he neglects everything. How is his action? Is he, because maybe he has reason for doing that, but with that, you should consider the children.
Okay.
The children and the marriage that he has. So, and I know that if you desist from taking care of the wife for like some months or so, I don't think this marriage contract again the 2 of them. So please, the man should elaborate on the issue.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll do that. Okay.
Yeah, we are talking about somebody who has 2 wives and maybe have problem with one.
Yes.
And refuse to talk to
That
her.
has 10 children.
Who has 10 children. The man who is in question neglect her and the 10 children for even almost a year.
Yes, and it's actually the second one who has 3 children.
Okay. And he doesn't answer calls and the rest of them. One thing I want every one of us to understand, that the foundation of everything in Islam is taqwa. Fear Allah in everything. You see, most men misbehaves a lot, especially when it comes to polygamy. And that is why so many women condemn polygamy. And I've always been saying it. I'm a polygamist. And any woman who goes extra mile to take right of another will be dealt with. And the future of your children is at stake. If at all you know anything about it, we cannot write this off. But the man in question, that is why if you are not strong enough, you cannot go into polygamy. You can't bring women together. You have to be spiritually strong. You have to have piety. You must be very conscious of Allah. You must know what you are doing. You must be strong physically and otherwise. So by neglecting a woman with 10 children for months, not necessarily taking her call or the rest of them, we didn't know what really happened, what transpired between both of you. Even if you have issue with your wife, you should not have issue with the children.
Yes.
It is not good. I'm not writing it off that woman cannot misbehave. You can decide to correct your woman through many means. You understand? But to do this along with the children who have not offended in any way is very un-Islamic.
Very.
So you have to put your children into consideration. Even if you don't want to sleep together with your wife, as at least the normal provisions for the children should be made available. So it will be very un-Islamic, and Allah will not be happy with you. It is their right as your children that you feed them, you clothe them, you pay their school fees, and give them all the necessary they need as your children. Even though if you have problem or dispute with their mother, by neglecting them along with their mother, you are coming up with something that is very un-Islamic, and Allah will never be happy with you until you correct that situation.
And she mentioned the fact that he is gone for like a year now. And Islamically, is it not said that, I don't know if it's true, that if you neglect your wife, maybe sexually, for 3 months and the marriage is no longer valid?
That is to some school of thought, you understand. To some who will not encourage divorce, they will still preach to the woman to see what she can do to bring the husband wife, and the marriage remains valid. But to some of the school of thought, some believe 3 months, some
even
believe
if he
6.
doesn't pronounce divorce?
Yes. Yes. The fact, that is their base of argument. And the fact that the man did not pronounce divorce, even though he refused to come home for 3 months, they believe that they can still correct situations. You understand? Because it's only announced divorce that most of the school of thought stand upon. But some of them say if you neglect your wife for 3 months without having anything to do with her, you don't talk to her, you don't sleep with her, nothing joins you and her together, they believe the marriage has been invalidated. But to most of them, generally Islam discourage divorce. So that is their own base of argument. As long as the man did not pronounce any divorce, the marriage is still valid. That is why two people should be invited to settle them. That is very good.
MashaAllah, our viewers out there, this is all we can take on this topic for today. We are going to continue this topic tomorrow, inshallah. And our special guest in the house today has been the Chief Imam of NASFAT headquarters, Otako, in the person of Imam Abdul Salam Sharafuddin Ali Agan. Jazakallah khairan for joining us today, sir. And we expect you to be here tomorrow to finish this with us. MashaAllah, you're watching al-ikhlas fi Ramadan, coming to you live from ITV. My name is Medina Tfagum. I'm your host on this program. Until we meet again tomorrow, Masalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له